Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. And what I want to talk about in this video is something that affects a lot of people these days. Especially people that's trying to promote their brands, their businesses, their content online. And that's people who try to discredit you, try to discredit your business, try to cause you issues online, generally online. You know what? Social media is a necessary evil. I use it to promote my company's courses, our training courses, my books, our services, etc. Mainly training courses and books. Our clients come through other avenues, our main clients. But these days, you need to have, if you have any type of serious business, you need to have a social media presence. Social media can get you out there, as we all know, to a large audience, but they're going to also open you up to a lot of criticism. You know what? I'm open to criticism. Not everybody thinks the same way I think. Everybody has different opinions, and I respect that. If people are posting comments on our social media because they disagree with what we're doing or whatever, as long as it's relevant, as long as it's professional, I've got no issues with that. But again, you're going to get people, and we've had it and we get it now, where we get people targeting our social media just to try to discredit. There's no substance to their, there's no substance to their comments, there's no substance to their motivations apart from they're trying to discredit. I've blocked, and two people come to mind, both out of the United Kingdom, both British. One is in the close protection business, the other one's in close protection, firearms business, etc. And one gentleman in particular, I take it whenever he was drunk, used to post complete and utter BS on our posts on various platforms. When we blocked him on one platform, he'd appear on another platform and appear on another platform. And in the end, I ended up leaving. To me, such people, all you can do is delete their comments, block, etc. I ended up leaving a lot of his comments up because it's complete and utter rambling bullshit. And I don't think he knew what he was talking about, even though he's an expert. The issue is if you're on multiple social media platforms, trying to police all the comments, trying to check the comments, check everything that people's putting up there is extremely difficult and time consuming. I tell people, if you're putting up controversial posts and you don't want negative comments, then you're better off just disabling the comments, which you can do on most social media platforms these days. But for people that just sporadically trying to hate on you, if they're that annoying, they're not a threat, they're annoying, block them, delete their comments and move on. That's it. There's a lot of people out there. Once you start getting high profile, once you start getting attention, once you start being a little bit successful, people will get jealous and you will get the haters. That's it. And again, if you can't take criticism, if you don't like people saying nasty things about you, you shouldn't be in business, period. Because again, being in business, especially in the close protection business and investigations business, you will be pissing people off and you will be getting a lot of critics if you're doing serious work. Now, if that's the online stuff, which really can be classed as not being that serious, it's just people barking. If you're doing more serious work, or if you're doing serious work, and I'll say, let's class investigations business. To me, the investigations business can be a lot more risky than the close protection business. Why? Because the investigation, if you're in the serious investigations business, be it matrimonial, corporate, or etc., you're going to be pissing people off. Just from if you're in matrimonial, which we tend not to touch, you're going to be causing people to get divorced, people to get sued, having to go to court, etc. You're going to be pissing people off. So if people are aware that you are the source of their divorce proceedings and getting sued and hit for child support and everything else, people aren't going to be too happy with you. If you're in the corporate, let's say corporate investigations where you're getting people fired, you're getting people sued, you're possibly getting people arrested and thrown in jail, when people find out who you are, they will be pretty pissed off at you. So you can expect to get negative social media comments, to say the least, and also possibly threats, violence, etc., etc., etc. And we've had this too many times, but such is life. How do you deal with such things? Well, I say to people, if you're in the serious close protection business, investigations business, you need to be able to first person you need to be able to protect is yourself. If you can't look after yourself, you can't look after other people. If you can't look after yourself, there's no way you're going to be able to do any serious investigations, because the people you're targeting will be targeting you if they find out you're the one that's causing them problems. If you're being seriously targeted and people are making threats against you, then you need to treat those threats as stalker management, the same as you would for a client. Build a file up, keep a record of all the comments, threats, messages, and once you have enough evidence, you can go to law enforcement, present that to the police and say, look, we got somebody stalking us. They're making threats against us, businesses, etc., etc., etc. Issue is most law enforcement won't take that seriously. They're reactionary. But I tell people, I tell clients, and you can do this for yourself, if you're being actively threatened, go to the police, present the evidence you have, and if nothing else, get a crime number, a crime report, or just a report number. Because again, if something happens in the future where that person does turn up on your door and you have a report number to say, look, this is not sporadic, this person has been targeting and stalking me for a while, if you have to, say, possibly use force against that person, there is a history to that case. It's not something, you've tried to report this issue in the past, you've reported the issue in the past, you're concerned for your safety, and now the threat is escalated. Basic stalker management. Moving up the level, we've had over the years media issues where the media has tried to discredit us, etc. I've got one article up on the blog where we were accused of torture training in Mexico, which was complete BS, but the media liked sensational headlines. They took it and ran with it. We had, how can I put it, we was a little bit famous over that one. So check the blog, there's stories up there. We've had it where we've been accused of human rights issues in Haiti. Those accusations, how can I put it, I said to people, the people making the accusations, especially the initial accusations against us from in Mexico and Haiti, if those people that were making the accusations were being nice to us, I'd be a lot more concerned, because they were very much, how can we put it, very extreme left-wing liberal media. If you're doing the serious investigations, or if you're doing serious work and something goes high profile, you can expect to be targeted by the media. Once you're targeted by the media, and again, I should have said this to start with, a lot of people, once they see somebody is criticizing you online, once they see people are criticizing you, they will start to distance themselves from you. And I've had it multiple times where we've had people criticize us, and again, especially when we were hit with media accusations, where a lot of people all of a sudden will distance themselves from you. They're not interested, and this comes down to close friends, supposedly close friends, families, associates, etc. Even without knowing the facts, the fact people have been making accusations against you, without knowing the facts or checking the facts, people will distance themselves from you. And this is a good way to test your network and see who within your network is actually loyal and has actually got common sense to verify the facts before they say or do anything, or those people that just run. With the media, if you're being targeted by the media, you should have a plan in place. One, again, understand people distance themselves, understand you could have issues with clients. So you need to be able to justify your actions. Our issues in Mexico, our clients at the time told us keep quiet, etc., which might have worked for them, but we could have defended against those accusations, and again, spun that story pretty good. You need to have a plan in place how to deal with the media. And this is where, if people make accusations against you within the media, then again, there's also people say you can sue people, etc., etc. That costs money. That costs a lot of money. So again, just having the facts at hand, where as long as it's okay for the clients, as long as it's okay for the case, you can present those facts and say, look, this is the hard facts. What you're saying is complete and utter BS. And it's a game of discrediting those that's trying to discredit you. I tell people these days, for anybody that's in the security business, these investigations business, that's doing serious work. You need to have a plan in place how to deal with negative publicity. Why? Because at some point, if you're doing anything high profile, if you're dealing with serious clients and one thing goes wrong, or if things go right, and especially these days, the liberal media don't like what you're doing, then you can be targeted. If the people you're targeting in an investigation have good media clients, good media contacts, then they can end up making BS stories against you or framing stories against you. So you need to have, how can I put it, counter stories or prepared, how can I put it, prepared, we say press releases ready so you can counter any accusations against you. So just a little video on dealing with haters and social media. But again, if you're in serious business these days, especially in the security, close protection business, etc., you need to have plans in place or understand how to deal with the various stages of potential haters against you, be it just the idiots that's posting drunken comments on your social media posts, be it those that's actively targeting you, stalking you, or if you're having media issues, etc., or the media is making accusations against you. It's part of business. And again, if you're it's part of your personal risk management. Because again, as I said, if you can't look after yourself, if you can't protect your business, you cannot protect other people. So just a little video on my opinions that some people might agree with and might not agree with. If you agree or don't agree, feel free to comment. Anyway, follow me along on social media. I prefer LinkedIn these days. We're also up on the main social media platforms, even though I don't like most of them, but they're a necessary evil. Follow us along on social media. I have an array of articles up on the blog. Truth Only Has a Few Friends, or www.riskinc.com. And also have an array of books up on Amazon that talk about various aspects of close protection, security business, etc., and crime fiction. And if you've got any relevant questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will get back to you in time if I'm not too busy. But a lot of times I'm busy, and I might take a little while to get back to you. So in the meantime, be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and think about this video and work out a plan and work out various plans and procedures and protocols on how to deal with the haters if you can't just ignore them.